Alright, we're in. We're playing a little Titanic Adventure at a Time. One of my favorite games growing up as a kid. With commentary, with some playing around, I'm going to be very much engaged in the game. Trying to be as immersive as possible, at the same time, you know, we're going to have a little fun. Let's start the game. Let's get right into it.
Once again, today's top stories. London has endured another night of German bombing.
It's 1942,
Most damage was
which is confusing because Titanic sank in 1912.
The RAF has struck enemy
Wonder what that's about.
aerodromes in Le Havre and the Low Countries. In Russia, further German losses are reported around Leningrad. In Asia, the American fortress at Corregidor is still defiant, but Japanese forces are
like an
reported
intro.
nearing the Burmese oil fields.
It's kind of an idea what the game is about, you know.
Summary.
Some things to look
Now
at.
turn you to our music program.
Some of it inconsequential, some of it interesting. Some of it interesting.
Once again.
You get some haunting music. Yeah, whatever. Someone's knocking on the door. Ugh, the landlord. Shut up. Look, it's Wreck of the Titan, also known as Fuel Tea. This novel came out well before the Titanic sank, but it is eerily attributed to be like, you know, they predicted it. It's kind of like The Simpsons, you know. Let's see what we got. Looks like it was fired in 1914. Something must have happened to my character back when the Titanic sank. I love the details they've added. And this detail. It's a little something you'll see later. Old red cigarettes. There's actually a guy on Etsy who, or gal, I'm not sure, who makes these cards. Kind of has like a fun little thing. You can actually also get one of these. Pretty neat stuff. I might have to pick some out myself.
See here, this isn't about your dedication. Pringle certainly attests to your loyalty. No, your dismissal stems from the Titanic mission. That failure can no longer be ignored, especially now. I am sorry, but someone must shoulder the blame. The service, you understand. We can't be held responsible.
Something must have happened on that Titanic with my character. Fuck. Get down in the basement.
Sneaking out, are you?
No.
Money.
What a cunt.
The past, forever locked in regret. But what if the past could be changed? Years have come and gone since the night that saw the end of the world, my world. The service needed someone on the Titanic. They chose me. I was to wait for a signal from my contact, so I remained in my cabin. I left only once Georgia was on board. And that's when it came. There'd be no second chance. It was Sunday, April 14th. Too late, you see, for the Titanic, for me. What if I'd met with my contact, prevented disaster? What if the past could be changed? What then?
This beautiful rendering of the ship here. Although not quite accurate, you know, if you're a Titanic nerd, but come on, man. Although your porthole looks like it's on F deck or E deck. Let's say F. So we got a little rundown there. Looks like we're a special agent on board the Titanic. And it's already April 14th, which, as a kid, disappointed me because I always felt like there should be more, like, content before the night of the sinking. But your character, Carlson, he doesn't know what's going to happen. And things happened, you know, that he didn't realize would happen. So it really does give you a sense of urgency. All right. So apparently Georgia's on board. I wonder what that's about. Who's Georgia? I think we saw a postcard earlier that alludes to that side story with this character. One of the things I love about this game is they don't tell you everything. They don't tell you all the details, but there's like side details to this character that you sort of pick up along the game. So there's a note from Georgia. So maybe we should make it a point to go find her. Oh, someone's knocking on the door though. Let's see who it is.
Good evening. I am Smethels, your steward, and if I may say so, it is good to see you up and about. You've been in your cabin the whole voyage. A touch of the mal de mer, was it?
Just a touch.
Seasickness can be quite unpleasant, especially if it's one's first crossing. Since you haven't been out of your cabin, may I instruct you on how to get assistance while on board the Titanic?
No, I don't think so.
Your
This is only my 50th time playing this game.
2,200 on board, and they all want messages delivered promptly. Even if it is 1912, and the time.
Okay. Well,
Here,
that's what he
a
said.
map of the ship for you.
Yes.
Compliments of the White Star Line. I have taken the liberty of indicating your cabin, C-73. Of course, on a Sunday evening at this hour, there won't be many people out. Will there be anything else?
No, I think that'll be it.
Have you unpacked? You'll find your trunk key in your bag on the bed. And remember your personal effects, your watch and bag. If you require additional assistance, please ring the bell by the door. Good night.
All right. So that pretty much officially starts the game. He's telling you you need all this stuff to leave. Nice little cabin here on C deck. Which is if you're looking at a model of the ship, it's the white part, where the white part starts. So there's a little bit of inaccuracy in that model, but that doesn't really bug me because at the time I thought it was so cool. So once you have all your stuff, you can leave your room here. Like I said, I play this game many times, and I've been sort of playing with a sense of urgency, and lately, the last couple playthroughs, just to sort of, for nostalgia, I missed a lot of stuff. So this time, I'm going to try to hit as many pieces of game content as possible, just to sort of, remember what the game is like. Who's this guy?
Oh, hello. Don't think we've met. I'm Leyland Sekum Trask,
Nice to meet you.
metaphysical scribe and evangelist for the supernatural. I've been in London attending a conference on premonitions among the sensitive.
Sensitive?
Sensitives, or psychics, possess increased powers of perception.
It's not crybabies.
A gifted
just
psychic can
psychics.
take a personal effect from a complete stranger and tell you all about them.
See, that's important. Personal effects from a stranger. It's a mechanic to the game. Like you even have it right away. You can have them read something you have, but
This is a ship of destiny, which I think you know. Good night.
good night. That's ominous. I think Trask would be my favorite character because of how like mysterious he is in terms of like kind of like knowing you in a weird way. Like he knows, you know, the weird like sort of dream like quality of what's happening to you right now. Like considering the opening scene and everything. Huh. This must be Penny Pringle.
Glory be. It's about time. You're late. Another 5 minutes and I'd have cancelled your mission.
Jeez. Sorry for being late. What do you want to tell
Look
me?
at this. A German colonel named Zeitel. He's inspecting their embassies in Havana, Washington, and Mexico City. We know better. 10 days ago, the Bureau got word that Zeitel has in his possession a priceless copy of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, stolen 2 months ago in Paris after its purchase by a very highly placed member of His Majesty's government.
Oh, that's interesting. What's the Rubaiyat?
The Rubaiyat's a book, a collection of medieval Persian poetry, a passion of his lordship's.
Interesting.
Poetry. Persians. The German High Command must think it's important enough to have their top man smuggle the lot on board.
Well, it's a priceless copy. I wonder if it's a monetary thing.
It's your job to find out.
Hmm.
His lordship's watching this very closely. Very closely indeed. I wouldn't fumble this chance either, unless you fancy spending the rest of your career in some grotty Midlands back office shuffling paper about. No, he's with a protégé, name of Heidelitz, I believe. The two spend a great deal of time in the Café Parisien, nibbling pastries. Get into the wireless room. I don't know or care how. Officer Morrow wouldn't let me in. See if Zeitel's received or sent any telegrams about the Rubaiyat. You've got a cryptograph in your trunk. It'll unscramble the German codes for you. You use the brains God gave you. Watch people. Listen. When you find the Rubaiyat, knock on my door. Cabin F, 34. Use the second-class stairs. You should be set. Remember, this is your big chance. Don't fail.
So it looks like we get to find the Rubaiyat. And if I had to guess, like I was thinking, it might be some sort of monetary value that's important. But we don't really know yet, so... So Penny thinks I should check out the wireless room. I think that's a good lead. I think we should try that first.
Come here.
Come here. Huh. All right.
Don't you love the sea air? Ah, really clears out the sinuses. Max Seidelman, Philadelphia, PA. Buyer for Haymaker's department store. The shoppy of Spruce Street, they call me. You a sporting type? You look like the sporting type. Come on down to the smoking room for a nightcap. Riviera's looking for someone to play a few hands of blackjack with him. What do you say? Not much else to do. Not tonight. Brr. Cold as a cast iron commode out here. So, what do you say?
Well, considering I've been stuck in my cabin for several days, I mean,
Great.
sure, why not?
First, let's swing by
plenty
the
of time.
Parisian Cafe. There's a man there named Zeidel, a German.
No way.
Claims he's a businessman. But he's got something up the sleeve, all right. I know the type, believe me. Dollars to donuts, he's in some racket. So come with, why don't you? We'll hit the smoking room from there.
It's funny he has the
Colonel,
instinct
how you doing?
to tell you about
Willie?
this.
Like you to meet a friend.
A pleasure. Heidelitz and I, we welcome diversion during such an uneventful passage, don't we, Willie?
Certainly.
Willie
Likewise.
is at the University of Vienna, dissecting children's fables.
Cultural mythology, it's quite interesting. So only a junior professor, I tried to interest Dr. Freud. He's a genius, and
Yes, I am sure, quite. On the passenger list it says you embarked at Cherbourg, yet I have not seen you with the others. You were there, were you not?
Okay. I was a little ill.
You are
Might as
British.
well tell him the same thing I told Smethels. Get my story straight.
Not so many of you in Titanic's first cabins. These days most of the rich are Americans. Businessmen like Max. Tell me, why do you go to New York? I'm envious. Unfortunately, my work does not permit me to indulge in the pleasures of the leisure class.
the theory of the leisure class, I have read Professor Hebron. He's quite good.
Quite.
I mean, if you're so nosy about me, I might as well ask.
Me? Inspecting our embassies. Imperial Germany desires to make a good impression in North America.
Checks out
Billy
what
is
Penny told
continuing
me.
on to the west to conduct research on Aboriginal customs.
The Indians, they are fascinating.
Yes, yes. However, I place faith in science, not superstition.
The Colonel was saying this wireless stuff's revolutionizing everything. Sending messages to each other. It's the end of books and newspapers.
I'll bet.
Like the Titanic, a technological triumph. Here we dined in comfort while racing along at 20 knots. It's still tied to the outside world by the wireless.
That reminds me, Colonel Seidel, when I go to send you a telegram, they told me it was to be delayed. There are too many messages. The passengers...
I am sure our guests do not care to hear a detailed discussion of your encounter with telegraphy. Now, if you will excuse me,
Please, excuse us.
won't you call on us tomorrow, here, in the cafe? The Linzer Tort's quite passable for a British ship. Stop by. Willie and I welcome it most heartily.
Yes, most heartily.
And before I leave, you must allow me to give you some advice. But do not wander the ship. It is not good, I think, on a ship as big as the Titanic. Good night, friends.
Good night.
See? What did I tell you? What did I say? Them
I'm with
too.
you, man.
Up to something, I'd say. The brainy kid gives me the creeps. What a grind.
There is something
Should
about
hang out
him.
with that little blonde. She's a looker, I tell you. Come on, let's hit the smoking room. I'll introduce you to Riviera. What do you say?
Sure.
Great.
Sure,
Go
why
on
not?
up. I
We
gotta
got
see a
time.
man about a horse. I'll meet you in a few minutes. Goodbye.
Little cutscene. A cutscene usually means time's passing. Should make you worry, but at this point in the game, there's nothing to really worry about. In terms of like missing out on things. What's this? It's Idol's pipe. Maybe as a token of goodwill, I'll give it back to him. Sounds good. Or actually, you know, like they did mention earlier, I made it a point. Trask, the sensitive, he can actually do a reading on it. Maybe I can find out something from him. All right, let's go meet Max in the smoking room. Just want to mention, did you notice Willie though? Like the way he was looking at you. I think there's something sketchy going on with him. Like something beyond what we can sort of see right now. Click on her. What's she have to say?
I don't know you, nor do I want to. Leave me or I shall summon a steward.
Alright. Yeesh. Alright, whatever.
If you want to be a bore, I suggest you travel steerage. Good evening.
What a bitch. I imagine, you know, clickable target might be important, but at least not right now.
Let me introduce you to Buick Riviera. Remember, he's French, and you know what they're like. Come here.
Good evening, mon ami. Buick Riviera welcomes you to the tables. I am always delighted to play with friends of Max. You look familiar. We make a meeting before? Deauville? The casino at Monaco? New Mexico. I lived there once. In Diamondback. Such a town. So, have we met?
Trying to avoid spoilers, but I'm telling you, the best advice here is just to say yes. If you've played Dust, Cyberflix's other game, you'd get this right away, and you would say yes. But I have a hunch. I'm not 100% sure, but if you say yes, you will get more favorable
C'est vrai. Then
results.
we shall use my special cards.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Care for a blackjack?
It's not critical right now, but it will be. Sure. It doesn't hurt to play with him right now either. It's a little side game. Like if you ever get bored and you just shooting the shit around the ship. Alright, 12, and he has an ace. 15. Damn.
I have won as you see.
Sure
Je
did.
regrette. Another hand, mon ami?
Don't be sorry, it's fine. No, it looks like I have some things to get.
Good night.
I got some leads, I got some things to work on. Of course I wouldn't tell that to him. Alright. So what's next? I'm not sure. What's this lady have to say?
But my dear, it's Daisy, Daisy Cashmore. Surely you remember. Oh, you a naughty thing. Don't think I didn't know you'd snuck on at Cherbourg. Smithers told me all about it. The old boy's always dripping with news. Heard about Lord and Lady Lambeth. Ruined utterly. Scarcely enough left for appearances, I'm told. I always liked Georgia. Married Charles for his name and his fortune, sensible girl. But she's made her nest. Now she must live in it. Well...
Well, I just want to mention, this is one of those elements in the game where, like, do I know you? I guess. You know?
My dear, I've a little favor. A tiny, tiny, tiny one.
Whatever.
Tonight at dinner,
See what we can do
a
here.
man I don't know was making eyes at me. Be an absolute darling and find out who he is. Look him up in the passenger list. All I know are his initials, GQC. The list's someplace. Find it. I'll wait right here. Ta!
Okay. It's a little bit low on my priority list.
I say, what's your step? Are you hurt, Henry? No harm done. No harm. I'm so sorry. Try on my toe. We're the Goss Joneses from Haltwhistle, you know.
Oh, nice to meet
How are
you.
you finding the crossing?
Not too bad.
You're English, then? I would have thought American. Oh, my. I didn't mean to insult you. Can't hold a thought. Dreadfully large place, America.
Brain like as if she's got...
All that space and all those immigrants trying to fill it up. I was just commenting to Henry, on a White Star crossing one meets all the right people. While we were just chatting with a delightful elderly couple in the reception. The Strausses, wasn't that right?
Own a small dry goods store in New York somewhere. Called Macy's.
On D-Deck.
Ribena, must you always finish my sentences? You're as jumpy as that American chap, that photographer.
Yes, he was just snapping away.
Taking pictures of some German colonel and that Englishman.
Really?
Snap.
War's coming all right. Mark my words.
War? How beastly. Will Mr. Burns have to fight? He and his wife, such sweet things. But I do see her point. It is their honeymoon. Why he insists on snapping those photos, I haven't a clue.
For God's sake, woman, talk, like a madam in a Rangoon bawdy house.
Henry, that's unspeakable.
So don't speak then. Yaps louder than a scrum of rabid corgis. Now see here, this Burns chap.
If you want to see something interesting, take a look at his pictures. He's on C deck, cabin C, 78.
I think I will. Thanks for the tip, guys. Now, if you're a Titanic Adventure Out of Time purist, you may remember the demo that came out. I think, well, I paid for it. I bought it at Walmart thinking it was a full game, but this is pretty much the mission. I was getting photographs. But there's a different lead up to it.
Yes, can I help you?
You should pick it up.
You found him. What do you want? I set up a small darkroom in my cabin. Well, unfortunately, I don't have time to show it to you. Gee, thanks, I think so.
You gotta say nice
I
things.
wish Stephanie agreed with you. My wife's angry with me because I've spent more time with my camera than with her. She just doesn't understand that a photographer can't stop taking pictures, even on his honeymoon. Have you seen Stephanie? She's wearing a blue hat. I better wait for her.
I guess we have to see if we can find her. Maybe we can, get Eric in a position where he can actually let me in, check out his pictures. And would you look at that? There she is. Oh. Alright, let's go grab him. Tell her she's just over here.
Hello. Good to see you again. Did you see Stephanie?
Well, she's right over there.
She must really be sore with me.
The first one here. I'm not going to do that. You gotta say nice things to kind of get the results you're looking for. There you go.
You've got pretty good advice. I'm going to find her right now. Excuse me. Good night.
Good night. And would you look at that? Let's just sneak on in. We got a little dark room set up over here. That's interesting. No, do not open these. It's too bright. Turn a light on, maybe. Well, okay. The light switch, turn it off. A little photography in my time. It's one of those things, if you know, you know. Alright. Let's see here. What's this? Alright, pull out the old watch. Let's pull out the old watch. It's going to be 15-20 seconds in the first, and 10 to 15 in the second. Alright, ready? I'm going to wait for the second hand to get somewhere good. Ready to go. 15 to 20 seconds. Now, if we do this mission, it's not really essential to the main mission, but it is helpful to get a more favorable information. So now we get 10 seconds. After about 10 seconds, you need to watch for it to change. One more time. Done. Ready? 15 seconds. Oh, I hope this comes out. I think I miscounted. That's okay, though. This is not the end of the world if you don't get good pictures. That's pretty good. Alright, let's be more careful this time. I totally just fudged that one. That's a good start. Wait for it to change. There we go. Perfect. So that's that. Thank you, Eric. There's light back on. Doesn't get suspicious. Yes. As you can see, like, the two staircases are connected to each other. Okay. How about this? Let's try to get the wireless room. Why not? It was an interesting little diversion, though. Looks like we gotta talk to this guy first.
Good evening. Third Officer Morrow here. I am sorry, but this is the officers' promenade. No passengers allowed. Yes, very calm. No moon. I don't like that. Can't see what's coming. No moon means surprises, as if we don't have enough already. Mr. Ismay, the White Star Line's president's on board. We're walking eggshells round him, I tell you. Though that's nothing compared to the creeping about my brother-in-law's doing at the moment. His entire London office is in an uproar.
About that new moon thing. It was a crescent moon, night of the Titanic, but apparently the moon set early, which is an interesting little fact.
Tom works in the Admiralty. Seems our plans for troop deployments against Germany disappeared 3 weeks ago. Tom says the big boys are petrified the Jerrys will get wind of it. Could upset the balance of power. Politics. Desktop espionage. Bureaucrats. Pah! Give me the sea. You can toss the rest.
See.
Never have. Not since the war.
What war was that?
South Africa. Boer War. The officer was a drinker. He was drunk when they trapped us out on the veldt. On a moonless night, it was a massacre. We never saw them coming. Drink always leads to the devil.
Say I disagree, but we're gonna pretend that we do.
An interesting connection. For all I know, it could be true. A man's got his troubles, sick child, being away from home. But I hate whiners and apologizers. Well, thank you for your insight.
Funny it says that now. Because if you whine or apologize during a conversation, he just shuts it down. It's pretty funny. Alright.
Have a look, why don't you?
Oh, cool. Alright.
Mind you, Phillips will have my head
Alright,
if he
butter him up
catches
good
you in
enough.
there, but I don't see any harm. Go on in.
So we're going to go check out the wireless room. Not that pilot incoming. Whoa. That's weird. Cool. Alright. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Things are starting to warm up. You know, I'm curious about something. This guy mentioned earlier.
You know, a medium told me the only danger in my life would come on water. Salt or fresh, he did not say. Damn it all, I wish they'd be more specific. That pipe's been someplace quite humid recently. I'd visit the Turkish bath. Good luck.
Okay. Something to do with the Turkish bath. That's a good lead. We should check that out. Whoops. Sorry, B-Deck. We're gonna go to our room first, because it's on the way to Turkish bath. Evens, odds. Over here. This could be our big break, so let's see what we can do. It's the key to the trunk here. There's a lot of cool things in here. We'll want to check out in a few, but first let's get to the meat and potatoes of the mission here. So we're gonna put this up first. Turn the bastard on. So we have some numbers up top, and then we have an A through Z keyboard on the bottom. So my guess is that these numbers mean something, so let's type that in first. You can use a keyboard for this. 8754. Alright. AM. Decoder. There it is. Rubaiyat is hidden in boiler room 3, coal chute 4. SB, whoever that is, will deliver the painting after pickup. We'll confirm. Maybe the Rubaiyat has something to do with painting. Like I said earlier, maybe it's like a monetary exchange. Maybe there's something about the painting that's important. But then again, what's more important than the book and the painting? Like, well, we know what we need to do. We gotta get that book. So that's our next move. We're gonna find a boiler room on next episode. Thanks a lot, guys.
Don't you love the sea air?